Hello, and my name is Ruth Smith, and I'm from Abundantia Healing Centre, which is in Byron Bay in Australia. Now, this transmission today is all concerning the free healing which was on offer today, and this is available to anyone. So if you would like to be part of a free healing that takes place once every month, all you need to do is to sign up onto Abundantia Healing Centre's Facebook page, or you can sign up for the newsletter at abundantia.com.au. Now, if some of you is wondering how does this healing work, what it is it's just tapping into that love that holds us all together. So it can be as if we're going into a gap, okay? And in that space is love, and in that space is every bit of information about every person. And when we enter into that space, what it does is it allows us to heal. It means when you really feel loved, it's so easy to surrender what's going on for you. And when you surrender how you feel, what you're doing is you're releasing the drive behind the emotions and the feelings that affect what you believe, what you think, and how you experience life. Now you can imagine when you release, that means there's a beautiful space in there. And in that space, that's room for the good things. And so once a month what I do is I offer these free healings, and it's kind of like of a top-up, you know. It means you're able to do some releasing every month, get your life back on track, feel more connected into yourself. This month's free healing coincided with the 13 moon calendar. So according to that calendar, it's like today is New Year's Eve. So all of you who have been part of this healing, I did say to you, set your intention. It's a new year. And so what happens is when we go into the healing, which is this beautiful blanket of love that everyone feels, it means whatever intention you have set for yourself, you then go through a process of releasing. Then that makes space for what you choose, intend for you and in your life. Okay, well, I'm now going to read the transmission from what I observe taking place. And so this is many people at one time all connecting into this space of love. So you either have felt all of everything I'm going to read, or you have felt some of it, or maybe you've just been this beautiful open vessel of love. You will find as you listen to this transmission that there will be shifts and changes taking place. So you may feel it as heat, you may feel some pain, sensations in your body. You might find that you're finding it a little bit difficult to focus. And this is just things shifting in you. But as I read through, what will happen is you will come to this place of feeling very relaxed in yourself. Okay, so if you would just like to sit comfortably, if there's anyone around, they can also be part of listening to this and receiving some healing as well. Or maybe if there's noise around, you could ask them to just be a little quieter so that you can fully embrace this experience for you. What I do ask is that when this is finished, if you could just go and drink some water, and this will help shifts to take place on a cellular level. Okay, so today's intention for the healing was that each and every one of you had your own intention, but the intention for the healing as well was to align us all into a place of peace. So I will just read back to you now what took place. Now, when you do releasing, what happens is we have these belief systems that run in our brain. And so the right side of the brain did a lot of releasing at this time. And then what I saw was just this beautiful blanketing of love opening out, and it was going through everyone. So for me, it's like watching everybody all standing there and this lovely love spreading out through you all. Now, for some of you, what that brought up to release was fear. And the area of the body that this was being held in was in the stomach. The next thing that I saw releasing was doubts, insecurities, and then this fear of repeat patterns. So fear that I am unable to change, okay? So when I say I, because we are all connected, I, you, me, them, we're all the same. Okay, so you can take I to refer to yourself. It then went into releasing the fear that I can't do it. Okay, I've set these intentions, I really want this to happen, but actually I can't do it. This went into releasing numbness. Some of you released from your lower back, and there was also releasing from the sides of the brain. It then went into releasing in the abdomen fear of my own potential. The frontal lobe had lots and lots of releasing there, and also there was releasing in the upper area of the abdomen. That went into releasing, feeling things are so difficult, feeling I have no peace in me, feeling disconnected to others. Some had blockages in the throat. That went into releasing feeling lonely, feeling very locked in myself. There was releasing at the back of the brain, again in the throat, and then releasing the fear of carrying through. So the fear that I just get stuck and that I just can't seem to get things to happen. It then went into releasing the fear that I have to wait for me. This had a lot of blockages in the chest, and then a release. Then went into releasing feeling I can't follow through. Fear of trusting and believing in myself, and fear that I am being disappointed by others and that others waylay me. It was healing here, and then releasing feeling not helped and supported in life. And then what happened was, for some of you, instead of just seeing everyone, it was like lying low, lying down. It was like some of you began to shift, okay? So for me, it's like looking and going, oh, it's like there you are. You're beginning to stand up, which means you're beginning to feel strong and clear in yourself. For others of you, deeper healing continued. So feeling scattered, feeling I'm not getting anywhere, giving up on myself. And then many of you worked on childhood patterns. And this pattern was where if you see yourself as a child, and then every time you have an idea or you think, oh yes, I want to do this, it's like you jump on yourself, yeah? And this is repeated. No, you can't. That's not good enough. What do you think you're doing? Except you're doing this to yourself, okay? And this began as a child. So you can understand, if you're always doing this to yourself, then of course you want to withdraw. You want to go and hide under the covers. You don't want to come out, yeah? And that's from childhood. So releasing from there, releasing, retreating. Now from that place, it went into the fear of how do I relate to others, okay? The fear that the way I connect to others is different. The fear that they won't like who I am through me speaking and saying how I think, how I feel, choosing to show myself. So releasing the fear of sharing myself. Fear that if I share myself, people will see that I am weak and insecure. Now there was releasing again from the stomach with this, and then it went into feeling awkward and small in myself, and being unable to trust in myself and in my body. Again, releasing more concerning the fear of how people will respond to me, and then fear of trusting in them. Now what happens over this process is, as you release and this goes on further and further, then you're creating more space in you. And so as you're shifting the fear and anxiety out of the body, this allows room, and then things start to fill up. And this is the point that things started to shift. So when you got to this place of fearing, I'm ready to step out, but I'm afraid of sharing me, I'm afraid of how people will respond to me, that allowed you then to start to open up in yourself. And you came to this place of realising, you know what, I can share because I trust myself. And what I'm choosing to do is to free myself and to feel safe as me. Now, when that opens up, that allows all the joy, the fun, the playful you to start to emerge. And then you feel that you have that freedom expression in your life. And when you're free to express who you are, then you're also free to receive. I feel so much laughter. It's just, it's wonderful. Okay, so this is just this beautiful shift going on, getting into this place of laughter and joy and fun and playfulness. And you know, when we're in that space, life isn't difficult and it isn't hard, and we're in a beautiful place to receive because we're in a place of gratitude. It's really very simple. So then getting to trusting I am safe and allowing myself to open up to this and trusting in love. Now, what I would like you to do is to drink more water once you've seen this transmission and for the next 24 hours. And what happens with healing is, because you're shifting in your frequency inside, it means there's less of the feelings that pull us down and more of the feelings that open us up to feeling light and fun and laughter inside. So what you want to do is just allow this to take place. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to go away and think, oh, I must do this or that or the other. No, just move on. Enjoy life. And what happens is it just starts to filter out. You simply start to feel better. You'll often find, wow, you know, normally I would have reacted to that and I didn't, without even being aware of it. And so this is a process, just trust it. For some people you will find things change instantly, and for others it's a very subtle process, and you may look back over a period of time and go, oh, actually I can see there's been differences there. So I'm glad you've come through this journey with me, and there will be another healing again in August. And I will post that date on the Facebook page and on the Abundantia website. So I hope that you choose to join me then. And love and blessings to you all. Thank you.